couple of tips I can and learnings from it as well. So I'm going to be very strict with drinking the water. I think the water, like you were just saying, when I drink it, even if I'm very controlled with it, and only take like little sips, I think it does something in me where my body just says, hey, this, like, I'm going to hurt you for doing this, even though, I am literally just sweating gallons, and so I'm on empty at the end. So very strict with the water. So I didn't drink any water until I hit 22 Ks. And even then, it was sort of wash out the mouth, spit most of it out, and then basically half a mouthful, get that down. And then, I'd run like another 6 Ks, nothing, and then it was only right at the end where I was just so screwed. I was like,
dusting it down,
do whatever shit I want. Another one, I would say never stay at a comfortable pace. So in the past, I've tried for the 10 Ks and 20 Ks and stuff like that, just being like, I'll run and I'll stay at a comfortable pace, like a pace I think I can hold. The problem with that, though, I think it's the mind gets lazy, and you, at least me personally, I drop off. And so what I think is a comfortable pace, and I'm maintaining it, no, it's going down. It's
comfortable 520, then comfortable 530, then comfortable 540.
Exactly. So throughout, I was always, and from the very get-go, so the first 2 Ks, I ran in, I think it was like 8 minutes, 10 seconds or something. So 4-minute 05 pace. And even right then, I was purposefully saying, no, push it, go hard, like almost as hard as you can. I want you to get to 2 Ks, so my strategy was I'll run 2 Ks, and then I'll walk for about 50 meters, 100 meters, and then start running again. So so I was probably, running for approx 10 minutes, then I would walk for maybe 30 to 40 seconds, run for another 10 minutes again, something like that. And so it should be called a lazy pace, not a comfortable pace. It's a lazy pace. So throughout, I was always saying like, no, got to go harder. Like I'd get into the comfortable pace, and then I would just say, no, harder, like a little bit harder, not too much, but a little bit harder. So I was always uncomfortable throughout, which sucked, because being uncomfortable for 3 hours 15 minutes isn't fun.
It's not fun, no,
but it got me good results right at the start. Another one is the mentality of the real battle is right now. So I was always saying, I'd get to sort of 6 Ks, I'm still running okay, but to get into that uncomfortable territory, I'd have to say, no, like the real battle, you win right now. The real battle of this marathon is not at the end of the final dash, the final bit. No, you need to win it right now. So I was having to continually get into the state of,
that's this kilometer. It's like this kilometer. It's just it's just 10 minutes.
Of sort of like seriousness. There was no point where I was really sort of just, jogging and being like, oh yeah, okay, I can do this. I can do this. It was like, no, harder now.
Which is interesting because, sometimes people will say, oh, what are you thinking when you run? And that relates to me heaps in terms of like when I lift, because like, you think, oh, what are you thinking when I lift, especially when I'm really into it. When you're into like that sort of run, no, you're thinking about like, you're just in the moment. You're really in the moment, because you're like, oh, in the next minute I'm going to run like this. Next kilometer I'm going to get at this pace. Where for me at lifting, it's like, okay, like I'm lifting this 9 clean jerks. Like that is all I'm thinking about. There is nothing else I'm thinking. It's like you just dialed into that.
Yeah, for sure. The other one I guess would be, I had it in my mind just then. Completely blanked. All right, you keep going on.
It's evaporated.
No, just like my bloody calves that evaporate into nothingness.
Gone.
I was running barefoot as well, so take that into account. That might be why on grass. So that might be why the calves were hurting so much.
Although you always get calf pains when you run.
Exactly.
So in long distance. So
it's not like it was really helping.
Okay. But you're one step closer. You're almost there. You were literally 10 Ks away from the marathon.
So
how long do you reckon it would have taken you to finish that as a marathon though?
Oh, dude.
That 10K would have been
I would have needed
an hour.
No.
2 hours.
No, longer. I would have needed to sit down for 45 minutes, pretty much just like I did in the shower afterwards.
And then go again.
And then start walking, and I would probably try and walk it. So that would take
like 2 hours extra or something. Dang.
Okay. There was just, it was not happening. I'd reached my limit, my wall.